Hey, you know what it is.
We're in here.
We're up in here. It's another edition of the Round Table. You're subscribed right now to YouTube. Go on to Cut It Up Music on YouTube. We up in here. You know what it is.
Hey.
You know what it is. I got Sen'or Gigio. Give a shout out.
What it do, man? It's Sen'or Gigio, aka Senior Citizen Gigolo.
Let them know, Age. Let them know.
H Scott in the building. A Zilla's repping Duck Soup. Hey.
Let them know, Spy. Let them know. What's up?
Spider Beats representing Duck Soup.
Yeah, you know what it is. We up in here.
Yep.
Definitely Cut It Up Music. Hey, if you're tuning in, please hit that subscribe button down there on Cut It Up Music. This is the Round Table every Friday night at 8 p.m. Please tune in on YouTube. We are live right now. We are doing this thing, you know. Got a really good shit going on. Good conversation, man. Bunch of good homies in here tonight. We got drinks, weed. You know how we do it. Hey, please stay tuned. You know what it is.
Cheers.
You know what it is. Definitely, man. Hey, how you been, G?
Been really
Seen you
good.
in a minute, man.
I know.
How you been?
I've been really good, man. You know.
Yeah.
I'm taking good care of myself.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I feel you.
So that's what I've been using this time to do.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
You been writing or anything? Or I mean, or what have you been up to?
always. Been writing a lot. Always writing, working on multiple things, but mostly I've been honing in on one particular project that should be coming out. Hopefully next month, but definitely it's done. We just in the in the finalizing stages of it with Aquaman, The Life Aquatic.
Big shout out Aquaman, Third Eye Team. Big shout out, big shout out.
Beast. That's
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we up in here. You know it is. We just getting started. So yeah, that's good, man. When's that dropping, or is it dropped, or?
No, it hasn't dropped yet. We released one single off of it.
Yeah.
So there's a single out there floating around. Featuring Isaiah McLean, young homie from Berkeley.
Yeah,
if you guys want to get a taste of what the sound is like, it's called Freedom Styly.
Okay.
And then I should be putting out a music video, not this week, but the following week. So that'll be like something else to come, like another like single, like to preview off the album. But we hope to. It's definitely going to come out like late summer. Late summer, early fall, no doubt about it.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. Hey, please stay tuned and go follow this man. Where can they find you at?
Just Sen'or Gigio, on Instagram, Twitter. I encourage people to go check me out on my website too. Just www.senorgigio.guru.
When it comes to rhyming, this dude too ill.
Yeah,
too much.
I really want to big Gigio up myself because he's one of those lyricists out in the bay I enjoy listening to. Like when he drops a product, I seriously put it in the deck and smoke and listen to it.
He already knows. I put all that shit in my car.
So G's one of those cats who rhymes still. It's just a dope shit, bro.
Thank you, Age. I appreciate that, Age.
Yeah, you was spitting bars when we came in here. I'm like, bro, come on.
Shit. Yeah. Let me crack the beer open real quick.
You need to get that on the mic.
Yeah, real talk. Like when
Let me get
Thank
one.
you. Cheers, guys.
Hey,
Appreciate
right
it,
here,
guys.
right here.
Thank
For
you.
the homies. Bam. We up in
y'all.
there. You know what it is.
Oh yeah,
We up
for sure.
in there. You know what it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. This is the Round Table. You tuned in. Go to hit that subscribe button on Cut It Up Music. We live. We just talking. We just getting started. You know what I mean? Man, what you got to say? Hey? Come on.
cough
Get
off.
it out. Get it out. Get the COVID out.
So when you mentioned that Gigio was gonna come tonight, I was like, oh, I had to be here because like G's one of those artists that I'm really excited to listen to.
Yeah.
And I got history with G. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I could talk about it. You can, or we both can. But like, I've seen G evolve. You know what I'm saying? I think when I met G, you didn't have your beard yet.
No, I was still a young buck in the game, dude. I was like in my early 20s, so I looked at you as an OG, and I still do with much respect, But yeah, no, it definitely was like, I remember it was at the in Vallejo when the IC Collective was putting on shows out there.
Yeah.
And those were some of my like earliest like first performances, going to that open mic and and you were just a positive person to be there, like to see a cool OG dude embracing, you know what I mean? Embracing and inviting, and then with your comic book too, I was like, wow,
And that's another nod. I want people to recognize that Gigio isn't just a rap artist. Like my man is a dope ass visual artist. Like the comic books are sick. Like maybe I'm looking at you like I look at myself, but secretly, this is we just talking and shit. Do you feel that one art is stronger than another? Like I know you like the rap. I mean, I like rap and making beats and shit, the whole shit. But sometimes I feel like I need to do my comic book today.
We have sidearms, yeah.
Like so,
I totally feel that.
have you ever felt like some days your rap isn't popping and you want to do a visual thing, like you know? Or how do you go back between comic books and music?
So far, it's kind of been like it's been that the music comes first, and then like, but there's like a thought, you know, like I'll have an idea, you know, and then it becomes a song. But then like there's always a visual aspect to everything that I'm coming up with too. Like, so I'm always like the song is one thing, the music is one thing, but I'm always thinking about it like, ooh, like I always see a story to everything, you know. So yeah, I mean, but it's almost like I need to lay the song down first, because then it makes, it's like, all right, that's my blueprint, like that's my go-to, that kind of sets the tone for whatever I'm gonna do visually, you know. So if it's gonna be like art, or if it's gonna be a music video or a comic book, like I have that as my reference point, like, okay, let's see what the song says so I can go back to that, you know. So yeah, that's what it's been for me.
Definitely, man. That's good, man. So I mean, which one do you like doing more?
I love music is the most.
You like music the most?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but you know what's funny though is like I mean, in different rhythms though, and I'm sure like, you know, there's always those stress pockets though, no matter what. Like, you know, you always get through those stress pockets of like, all right, oh, you want to get it good. You want to do a good job, you know, even if I'm writing a rhyme or if I'm recording or when I'm drawing, I fucking crumple up so much paper, you know. And so you still have that stress pocket you got to work through, you know, but so it's the same process. It's just a different
energy. Energy. Just like making cookies. It's the same shit. Like,
if you're really passionate about it, you want to do a good job.
Walnuts, pecans, chocolate chips, white chocolate chip, pink chocolate chip.
Yep.
Nah, I feel you, man. Hey, we up in there, you know it is, the Round Table, every Friday night, 8 p.m. on YouTube. Go subscribe to Cut It Up Music, hit that button. We up in here, you know it is. I got the homie Sen'or Gigio, you know, we just chilling up in here. I got Spider Beats on the motherfucking shit right here.
Yeah, I'm flossing the new mask I got from the Voltage.
Got the new one. It's the
Pinata mask, Pinata edition. See me looking like a zebra.
Straight luchador.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the beat. Drop the beat.
I am. I took my glasses off.
Oh, well, fuck. That ain't gonna help.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna help. Yeah. I mean?
So am I on board just to like drop a million questions on G, because I could just
whatever we here.
All right, so
Round Table,
I got another one because like I said, me and G, we do have a relationship that's gone a while now, so I feel like I got some questions. But he's also blessed us at Duck Soup before. Hella times. And yeah, man, your camp, man, like you've also rolled with a camp of cats before, like, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Do you still roll with your camp, or is it like, mind you, I watched all your videos. I watched the videos when you put them up.
You've seen me rock with different people.
Cats, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Am I going there? Am I saying, do you have have you evolved to another camp, or you just kind of like?
I feel like what I've really like learned like through all these different experiences throughout, like, you know, my 20s. I'm 32 now. I'm about to turn 33 in November. Is just you learn how to work with people, you know, maybe through some of the negative experiences that I might have had, or some things that didn't go the way I like them to work, but still staying, you know, some people might have a negative experience with in a group situation, and then after it's done, you don't see them continue on. But I've really like used those experiences to learn about like myself, my boundaries, and then also like my expectations that I have of people, like where have I been reasonable, where haven't I been. And honestly, I'm just able to work with more people than I've ever been able to in the past. You know what I mean? Where it's so I've really I work with so many people now. It's like it's a blessing, really, man. Like, yeah.
You know, I think me and Spot talked about this on the way up. Is like when you're of a certain energy, people gravitate to you to work because you're hot. Like, you know, like
and I guess like I think that goes for everything in life because you can say that like about women too. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna gravitate to you if you're a cool dude. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just the same for everything.
Everything.
Because I've been in workplaces like that. Like I always tell motherfuckers, I ain't the boss. Why y'all coming to me? Like what the fuck?
They
like,
see you as the boss.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't.
You're the boss, like
Yeah, he is.
I'm not the boss. I just get shit done.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the definition of the boss, right? I get
You're
shit
a
done.
motherfucking
Yeah,
boss,
man, this
bro. Stop
motherfucker
it.
got
You're a
that
boss,
move
bro.
done in a minute. I remember
boss,
that. It
bro.
was like,
Stop
we gonna
it.
put a boot. Watch. Okay, let's see. 2 weeks later, boot
Yeah,
done.
yeah, we gotta respect Mace one time.
Gotta respect,
Mace be putting in
Gotta
work.
do it yourself,
Man,
man.
yeah,
You know,
shit
back to
done.
that good energy, like
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Wicks, MC Wicks.
Big
What
shout
up?
out MC Wicks.
Wicks is a
559,
good dude,
The whole
like,
Fresno, baby.
I
St. Cal,
swear to
baby.
God,
Stay
when
up.
Wicks came out to the Bay in 3 days, he was bombarded by people wanting to work
Oh,
with him
yeah.
because he's a good dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
along
you know,
with
he's not
everybody.
fucking around. He comes out,
Work ethics
he
is great.
bangs out in 2
Yeah.
hours and leaves and gets another inbox invite. Then he goes to play sell some work. So,
And then he goes and performs and does all that shit. So like,
Oh, yeah.
and he
his
does it all
catalog
under a
is so-
certain space. But cool. He's
Shout out
cool
MC Wicks. Go follow MC Wicks. MC_Wicks_559 on the IG.
Yep.
Please
Yeah,
go.
Wicks is one
Subscribe.
Certified real MC, real MCing. Love MC Wicks.
Oh yeah. no,
But yeah, like that whole energy thing. Like if your work ethic is strong and people notice you, they'll tend to give you more opportunities. Like,
Yeah.
And I do it when I'm making beats. Like people go to me like, yo, can I get a beat? Can I get a beat? And if your work ethic is really, if you're doing it, then yeah, dude, I have no problem, man. Like here's 10, go. You know, do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But like if I gotta pull you along and kind of like, you know, okay, next, this is what we're doing. Okay, now I gotta be okay. You know me, I just like here and then I move on. I'm very much so you gotta be able to move on too, and that goes to saying if you have a good work ethic, people will latch onto that. They will totally look for
Oh
that.
yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, because people don't want to be latched on for longer than a couple minutes.
Oh yeah, no.
Gigi, good question. Who don't you want? Who want you? What? Not a specific name. Because I can ask
We
G.
getting in
This is
there.
my brother. We getting in the pockets now.
getting in
We
there.
about to go deep, bro.
We getting
You about
in
to be in
there.
your socks by the end of this shit. Because I love you, G. But
The round table.
yeah,
baby,
of
tune in.
course.
Yeah.
And I like this form too, bro. Like
we
this
do,
is
bro.
different from Duck Soup.
Open
Much
form.
different.
It's different from Duck Soup, but it's still dope. So yeah, big shout to Mace. What
I love
energy
it.
don't you want to work with?
I mean, you know, like one thing I noticed, like talent is like there's so much talent. You know that there's no lack of talent. You know, like talent. There's no lack of talent. There's no lack of genius. There's no lack of just super creative, smart people. But you know, I want to work at this point, like where I'm at in my life, like, you know, like I'm committed to what I'm doing. I'm married, you know what I'm saying? My wife is committed to me
Big
doing
shout
what I'm
to
doing.
ZZ.
Yeah,
Big
ZZ.
shout to ZZ.
Yeah, Z-
Respect.
you know,
ZZ Button. She's dope.
She's committed to me doing what I'm doing, you know what I mean? So
That helps a lot.
yeah, it does. It does. I know it does.
Man, you have to keep it. I don't want to take away from that question, but shout to ZZ again because
Always.
I've known, as long as I've known you, Z's always been like you're back there, like supporting you.
Yeah, she's awesome,
She's-
man.
she's
She's
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah, so
She's the dopest.
Like you can't do this without like that support.
hard.
Shit,
Yeah.
It's
it's hard.
It's
It's
she's
hard.
pivotal, you know, piece. You know what I mean? It's like they say the queen, you know,
Yeah,
queen
yeah.
on the chessboard. So
Well, I always
you know,
say you can't be a king without a queen. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
be a queen without a king.
so I got that
Sorry.
locked in. But yeah, no, it's just like I like it when people are just professional, man. Like that's it. And professional for me doesn't necessarily mean like you have to be hella savvy, business minded, but just like don't waste people's time. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. You know what I mean? That's it. You know, if be about your word. You know, be about your time. Be about other people's time. Just professionalism is everything. And just try to be doing what you're doing. You know, like I don't care if you got 100 fans or 500 or 30, but just really try to like. I just want to know that you're trying to like work. You know what you're doing. So
I got another one for you.
Yeah.
All right, so if that's a question asking about someone's personality, like what is your boundaries? I see when I listen to you, I hear that I see you writing your bars. Like I see you going to the extreme to write something dope. So if you're on a track and you're writing this extensive, would would you want to be on a track with somebody who doesn't write that? Like a simple, like if you're writing lyrical, miracle, spiritual, and this dude is like hat, cat, rat.
Too fucking sick.
You want? Would you want that?
No,
No, I
here,
mean,
in
and
the
that's
middle,
essential
in the
too.
middle.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's got to be both. Like, I want to know that, like, you know,
Spider
the
Beats,
artistry
yeah,
is just as
try.
important as like the professionalism too. So they go hand in hand. Like, I'm interested in working with people who are like, you know, good at what they do. You know, so I don't.
I mean,
trying to work-
everybody should be on the same page, but a lot of people are not. I know.
Right.
But no, it definitely should go that way. I mean, it's crazy, bro. Because I was just having a discussion with you too about somebody I know. Like, okay, you want to work with me? You say you're gonna dedicate this to me. Well, give me that. What you said. You know what I mean? Like, don't forget. Like, if, you know,
once
don't
you
get me
go
wrong. We are human. I make human errors too and shit. We all do. But it's like,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
you
don't-
say
yeah.
you're gonna dedicate that to me, but I can't even get that to start. So it's like I told you, I'm not the type of person. I don't hold grudges or nothing like that, and I definitely don't kiss asses. You know what I mean? So for me, I just don't care. Like, if you don't hear from me, there's your answer. You know. You know what I mean? Because
My
if I'm
artist
fucking
so-
with you, I'm gonna hit you up.
Yeah.
Like,
And you
shout
know-
out to all my real people know who they are out there
Yeah.
watching. I hit them up every day. What are you doing? All right, you good, bro? All right, hit me up, bro.
And if you can't get to a function, I mean, I don't get offended if my real
Yeah.
can't hang out or do something with me.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
real, you know.
But let's get into that discussion since we're here. Because I feel like at the same time, that is the problem in the Bay Area. We were having this talk the other night. I think we were having it last night. Big shout out to all the chinos last night. I had a fucking 4th of July, chino 4th of July.
Man,
I
it
had
was
a chino
cracking.
4th of July last night.
It was cracking.
And it was so cracking that these motherfuckers were about to ninja star each other last night. They got a little too chino.
Too much. Yeah, too much.
We had a good time last night. Hey, be on the lookout for that episode's coming out. It's a special edition. But no, man, that's the problem though, is the collective's just not big enough, bro. That's why no one's winning, bro. Is because nobody wants to come together, put the bullshit aside, and like I tell people all the time, if one of us is doing the show, there's no fucking reason there shouldn't be 10, 15 people there. Many fucking peoples we know, we touch, and we cross every day that are involved in the same bullshit we're involved in. There's no fucking reason
You would
why.
think,
And that's the
yeah.
factor. Because any promoter looks, they're not gonna. You show up by yourself every time to your function. Fuck, they're not gonna want to book you all the time. You don't bring nobody.
Yeah.
You show up 10, 15 deep, 2 carloads. Like, oh, okay, that's yeah.
Right, yeah.
Because you know half them people are gonna spend money at the bar. You
Yep.
know what I mean? At least half of that caravan. You know what I mean? And it's all about money at the end of the day. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? So that's what I say in the Bay Area. The problem is there's no fucking. Everybody's out for themselves. It's very cutthroat here in the Bay Area, man. Like, egos are a #1 problem. Like, no one's that big to be having an ego for one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was telling someone the other day, like, how the fuck motherfucker hating on me, bro? I'm nothing. I'm on the bottom. Like, you hating on me, that's sad.
I wouldn't
Like,
say that. I wouldn't say you on the bottom.
I don't know. I
Nah.
still feel like I'm Mount
You gotta remember
a
though
little bit
too,
of
like
that, but I'm just saying, like,
you-
I'm not even that big yet.
you got to
hating
remember
on
that
me.
competition is
Yeah.
just a natural
That's just a
human
bad
instinct.
Yeah, because that happens in every aspect of life.
It's
In the
just a
world,
natural thing.
You got the people that work that's telling, like, motherfucker, what you telling the boss for? They can't-
And you got to remember,
Fuck
if
outta
somebody's showing that kind of behavior towards you, it just more or less kind of lets you know where you're at
Oh, yeah,
in their
I call it
world
hate.
of the food
Instead
chain.
of cock blocking, I call it hate blocking. Motherfucker won't hate directly
You
to
know what?
but they'll bust a move so you can't bust your move. I see that shit all the time in this hip hop game. Oh, okay.
Busting move blocking.
I call it. We block
But,
my
move busting blocking.
move blocking or whatever. you know.
move
like
busting
cock
blocking.
blocking,
Yeah, but move busting
yeah.
moves. But like okay, so
Side busting, I guess.
like cats be like this. Age, don't
The round
forget me.
table, we talking.
Don't
That's
forget.
how I feel
yo,
about the Bay
motherfuckers
Area.
be like,
because I go to LA.
Yeah,
I go to
yeah,
Fresno.
you be
I go to
no,
Reno.
no,
I go
brother,
to Vegas,
brother,
Portland.
brother,
Bro, the
brother.
camaraderie.
You don't got your
I
brother.
can't say the word.
brother.
Say
Come-
the word for me.
Camaraderie.
You go to other places, bro. It's
But-
there.
But
No,
you know
brother,
what? But
brother,
that's people's
there.
like. That's always.
And you know, you've been other places. You
Yeah,
see it
I
too.
know. But then when you start I'll start talking to those people like in their town, they'll start telling me the same thing that we say about where we're from. So it's just a natural, I think, kind of thing. Like, I don't know, you go get love other places where you go, and then wherever you're from,
I always say that.
you always
too.
got to break out of where you're from.
Yeah, oh,
That's
man,
what it
wait,
is.
wait,
You know
wait,
what I mean?
wait, hold up,
You always-
brother.
you
But I
always-
know
say
that.
as the
How
Bay Area
even-
has a lot of numbers compared to other places.
I mean,
like, we
yeah,
should be a lot bigger.
You
because
should.
of the
We
numbers.
should be.
It's a
We
numbers
should be.
game. You know what I mean? I've been to little towns where like they're supporting that shit big, and I'm like, damn, how many people are here?
Yeah, but that's why. That's why though.
Because it's a little town.
Because there's less distractions. You know what I mean?
too.
There's less promotions. There's less.
We just gotta get together and stop the bickering, stop the little bullshit. Like,
or even if there is, let it be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let it be for the two sakes. One, for the culture, and two, for straight business.
Yeah.
Just like you go to business, you go to restaurant, you don't like that motherfucker, but oh well, you go there because it's business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't like everybody you do business with.
No, you don't, but you do business with them still. Now, okay. I had a hell of a question. Excuse me.
So to me, showing up for supporting somebody you don't like is still a business move. Because in return, the dude's probably going to come back and back you up. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so
I look at it as a business move too. You know what I mean? I'm going to support you, support me. We may not like each other, but let's try to get everybody to the top. You know what I mean?
the homie says to me,
Because I want to see everybody eat with me along. You know what I mean?
the homie says to me, he says,
I want a big table, not a little table.
The homie says, Age, don't forget me when you blow up. Don't forget me when you get big. I'm like, I don't fuck with small people. Like,
well, I got a good answer. Wait.
What I'm saying is,
I got a good answer.
All my people are big. Like, everyone I fuck with is big. Like what I'm saying.
I got a good answer
I'm
when
saying
they tell you that.
Mace, when you say we're at the bottom, we may be at the bottom financially. You know what I'm saying, on some like chip, but respect-wise, we out here.
I'm not worried too much about respect. Respect doesn't pay my bills. Money pays my bills.
But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but I know
but because
no, I mean, you know what I mean. No,
I'm just saying,
I'm not that big. Calm down, buddy.
Well, I mean,
thank you. Thank you. It makes my ego feel good.
We're all at this table. We're respectively nice.
Yeah, I know.
In our profession in the Bay, like.
But I'm gonna get back to what you were just saying. Don't forget me when I blow up. And I tell people this: if you're with me all the way, I can't. How the fuck would I forget about you?
That's some weirdo shit, bro. You know
how
what?
The fuck am I gonna forget about you?
I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
That's like me forgetting my right arm, right?
Yo, brothers,
if I'm eating, you eating,
brothers. This is if I mean, I like that one. Give it up one time. If I mean, I'll put that on the shirt. No, it's King Talk, G. It's talk of kings, like what I'm saying, brother. This is because we all at this table respectively respect each other because we all know we out here. We all working. We all working like I haven't seen G. I haven't seen G in hella long, but I've been watching his videos.
Oh, I'm
always. I know he's working. So and then like when cats don't like in your case. Like the random see, like they know you working, they know you busting moves. Like you don't got a name drop for me. I've been to LA, Stockton. Like, bro, I know you working.
We out there.
So we all working. Like Spy, like Spy says, when I make beats and give them out to people, people want more beats. See how that works? Like if you working, people want more. So back to G. I see you working, new video, new music and shit. Like, how do you get it all done? Like, I mean, I don't mean to be. If it was another cat, I wouldn't ask these type of questions. But you're G, and you're like you're big bro, little bro. You know, it's all good. Yeah. But how do you do it all? I mean, are you like in school also? Do you keep a 9 to 5? Or you hustling on the side? Like
this is what I do, you know, and I just
are you selling your verses, getting loot? I mean, I don't
little things like that, like little things, you know.
Okay.
It'll be little things like that, like I mean,
right now nobody's winning, man. There's
nobody's winning.
So hard.
But no, because
it's so hard.
No, because see, I'm saying this from a fan of G because I see the videos.
I feel like I'm winning, and that doesn't that's not in the capitalistic sense, but I'm winning. I'm a happy man, you know. I mean, because the truth is too is like this is what it is too. It's like, dude, we kid ourselves thinking that we can like get enough money and get to a certain place in life and think that we're just gonna win. Because the point, like the truth is like the motherfuckers who own that shit, you could get $100 million or whatever number you think you're gonna get tomorrow, and those motherfuckers who own that shit just turn that shit off like that. You look in your bank account and think you have this much power supposedly, and turn it off like that. So what does it mean if you're not happy with yourself? You're not happy with your family. You know what I'm saying? If you're not happy with what you're really doing. Like what was it that you were doing that accumulated that much wealth? Was it something that you like to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the truth, you know. And
well, see, I think everyone, everyone, like you're saying, defines rich differently. I guess, you know what I mean.
But I'm like, I'll tell you what, like you know, 16-year-old me, you know, 16-year-old Gigio, he would be amazed to see what the fuck I'm doing right now, because like honestly, like it never seemed like there was never any kind of rationale or any kind of precedent or any blueprint or anybody to really teach me what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like there was no, I've never seen, you know, going to my high school. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like the ladies want to be with a man who's all about the money, or a macho man, or whatever the fuck it is, and you got to get some kind of career, some kind of job. I didn't go to college. You know, I hated college. I wasn't good in school. I damn near flunked. I damn near flunked. You know what I'm saying? I damn near flunked.
I quit right at 18.
I didn't even walk with graduation paper.
You know, and like I've never had. I mean, this whatever support I've had has been like, you know, it comes in waves. It comes in waves in like unexpected ways, through maybe certain friends, certain words, something you get inspired. But it wasn't like my family wasn't backing me to do this shit. You know what I mean? Like this has been this has been a 20-year. You know, I'm like 19, no precedent, no idea what the fuck I want to do in my life, and I've just been making error, mistake after mistake, to finally get to a place where I'm like, boom, you know. So like you know, young, even 24-year-old Gigio would be like, fucking hell yeah, dude, for real, you're doing it. Like, you know, I don't work for nobody. You know what I'm saying? And that's not saying that's not to put down work, but I'm saying like I got my own flow. I got my own little flow, and it's not about.
That's dope. And you know what, brother? One thing about your flow, I want to just say, I could say this because you're like one of the most peaceful rappers I know. But that doesn't mean you won't bust a motherfucker's ass. No. What I'm saying, let me describe that. Like in this, especially in this Bay Area rap, you know, you got everyone like, I'm the hardest. I got the biggest gun.
Not
the majority. But like my dude G and his stance, it's like I'm one with my chi. I'm good. Like not even in your stance, bro. Like in your demeanor, like you're very comfortable in yourself and that. But just because you're in that comfortable space, don't get it twisted. He'll lyrically bust your ass. That's the beauty. Like you don't like got bars. Like
oh no, the first time I heard him, I was like,
no, but you know what? Like but see, that's wait, but see, brothers, that's obvious though, bro. See the rhymes. You thought we were gonna come over here and like, oh, your rhymes are so dope. Like we know this. No, but see, we gonna go deeper. This the round table
on YouTube. Yeah, go subscribe every Friday night 8 p.m.
We gonna go deep with this shit, bro. Like your demeanor is real comfortable and secure, but it comes off powerful in your raps, and that's really cool to see some original. Like you know what? I'm gonna say like this, like if Mos Def was here.
Oh, big shout out, Mos Def.
Like his demeanor, Talib Kweli, like.
The demeanor,
gangster and shit. No, my brother's like, bro, like I'm not even blowing the trees. It's no big deal. And I mind you, like I'm watching your videos. I see you comfortably in your area, bro. But you're always lyrically dope. So, not like I said, not to take away from your rhyming. But you as a person, it's a good look, and that's why I'm sure you got more people who want to work with you too.
Yeah, thank you.
That all makes sense. Like you as here's one. I know all the motherfuckers who make beats got a million beats out there to give, but they don't want to give them beats to every rapper.
Right.
But you're a nice rapper and a nice dude, so I'm sure you're like, hey, come on down. You know, I'm sure you get a lot of invites to like record and whatnot.
Man, I've been blessed, man, just to work with talented, really cool producers and just lots of cool people, man. I couldn't have asked for more, you know, just to have cool people around to work with like that. You know, not have to worry about competition, or a little creative competition is okay. Like I think it's natural, but just
Take those lyrics up. Excuse me, you should take those lyrics up. That's for being conflict with his words. I'm so serious.
Yeah.
I'm just.
My bad. I was
don't
straight.
trip,
Oh, it's all good. We up in here.
So it's all good. It's the little things we learn. It's the little things we learn.
Shout out Spider. Spider got heat. You got heat.
My bad.
No, it's all good, bro. Yeah, it's okay. I know you
We
were
up in
vibing
there.
shit. You were like,
we
okay,
gotta
let's drop a
watch
beat.
out for
It's
the
little.
man on the copyright and all that.
Yeah. I just thought
We
about
up
that,
in
dude.
here.
He
It's
said
the round
that.
table.
We learned it though, bro.
We learned.
We
We
learned. We
it.
just
My
we
bad.
all children in God's eyes, bro.
But you know what it is, Age, too? Like, one thing I want to say, too, like, when you say those things, like, like, I really want to give thanks to just the art of rap, or just, art in general, but just, like, like, rap really helped me find an identity, find a voice, and, like, even just the art of, like, making music. Like, I really tried to make, like, these songs, in albums, I've always tried to put my whole self into it, and like try to become a better person, there's always like the other side of it. Like, you hear the song, but on the other end it's like I've tried to like live a life to that song, or something happens to me, so it's like I've always tried to like
purpose, or like poems.
Purpose.
It's like somebody when you say dedicated to something, right? It's like if like somebody's like a really good basketball player, right? And they're like they go pro or something,
They work at it. Really.
It takes discipline. It takes a certain kind of like dignity and respect for what you're doing. And,
Purpose.
Yeah.
Not
Like that Kobe.
rapping.
And
just talk about this.
It's crazy how it can change who you are as a person, right? Or your demeanor, your respect, because it's like you have something that you keep coming back to, every day, that you're like, okay, this is what I do. Or if I'm a gardener, every day I'm gonna come to this garden. I'm gonna plant some flowers, and I'm gonna tend to this fruit and all that. It's like you got something every day to come back to.
So okay, and I'm gonna say on that one. Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you write every day? Or do you some days keep it real? I'm gonna set you up.
No, I
do
don't.
I know you don't. Come on, brother. Like, come on. I'm not like come on, like there's days you got to get your chi up. You want to just relax.
I do a lot. I do a lot of that.
Movie. Yeah.
I do a lot of like, especially lately. I do more of like, I have to fucking I have to get my body into a certain place and my mind into a certain place. So I do more like that. I'm like, I chill. I try to find that place, and then right when the thought comes, I'm like, ooh, I need to hit that right away. So I just, it's like you gotta prep yourself just to get there.
Just to get nice.
Yeah.
Especially like, all right. So I'm sorry if I'm not asking all the gazillion questions and shit.
No, we good. We up in here, man.
This my dude though. I love G.
Dude, that's why I called you.
G, hell yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I'm a little fucked up from last night. Okay, I had a super good time. Shout out to all the chinos. We had a 4th of July chino. Oh
How's you guys 4th?
God.
My 4th was chill.
Was kind of horrible with
great
my
question,
kids.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Anybody
it turned out bad.
So you saw fireworks live?
I seen a little bit, but we were recording. But the homies here had some. So big shout out to Soundwave Studios. They did a little bit, but we were recording and we were getting fucked up. We were getting fucked
Oh, you were here recording?
Yeah, we were getting fucked up.
Yeah.
TJ was there. I had TJ.
Oh, tight.
I had the homie Loey. I don't know if you know Loey. Loey was here, and DJ Cutfresh. Joe, you know Joey? I don't know if you know Joey.
No, I don't. That's
San
cool.
Jose.
I'll meet him.
Bunch of Chinese. I had a bunch of Chinese motherfuckers in here last night. Bunch of chinos. It was cracking.
That's dope. It's always dope.
Yeah, no, we up in here, man. So I'm gonna ask some questions. When did you really start picking up this rhyme?
Yeah, who inspired you to rap? And your top 5, go. Top 5 first.
Man,
Go.
I don't even have a top 5 anymore.
No, I just warmed him up.
I guess I could have a top 5.
I know.
I just want to know, like, when did let everybody know, when did you really start, like, picking this stuff up? Like, I guess the culture and rapping or whatever.
Rapping.
I was like messing around with like rap and writing raps when I was like in the fucking 4th grade, but like when I really started to like hone in on like, oh wait, I could be serious about this.
Yeah.
I used to go down when I would go and visit my cousins in LA. They kind of had a little bit more liberty than me, so they had all the hardcore rap. You know what I mean? So I like to go. That's one of the reasons why I look forward every summer to go hang out with them. Was like, what do they got? And I remember just listening to at the time, it was that summer, like the Nas album had come out, the I Am album, and that's like the first time, like as a kid, just sitting down and listening to like a real album like that.
Cool,
That's
good.
a good album to
Yeah,
come in on.
and by the
Hey,
time,
That's his best.
That's a goddamn
But that's
good
a
one.
goddamn good one.
but
got
it's a
blessed.
good one. Yeah. And then by the time the album was done, like I was, dude,
was in
I
tune.
was
Oh, yeah,
I was
he was
crying.
in
I
tune.
cried because
shit.
I never heard anything like that
wow.
before. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, I didn't know like you could do that in rap. And then when I cried, by the time I got to the end of the album, I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to write stories and songs like that.
Roundtable question for
I'm
everyone.
glad you did.
I'm glad.
You
Okay. All right,
got
so I'm going back
dope
around
shit.
everyone. What was the album that first broke your virginity on some hip hop shit?
I'm
What was
so-
the album that
see-
did it for you?
See,
The first
I don't
album?
know because I was born in this, so like I really like.
I know, wait, dude, no. Everyone has that album or that rapper that was like, oh, I
Or for
know.
Mace DJ, right? Like it could be the DJ. Like did
What was
that.
the album that did it for you, bro?
Because it was both actually. For
Yeah.
that, because my mom's favorite rapper was Joe Coolidge.
Uh-huh.
DJ.
Okay,
Joe Coolidge.
DJ Coolidge.
Yeah.
So for me, you know, hearing that shit, you know what I mean? I'm on the football, remember all that shit?
Bass.
The everlasting bass one? That cat? Yeah.
No, okay. My
Oh yeah,
album-
that's like the faces in your face.
Yeah, come on, son.
Come on, man.
Shit,
My mom
come on,
used to
hip
play
hop, right?
that in my. I was probably like 4 or 5. My mom used to play that shit.
The album that
So
did
that's
it for
what, but
me.
I would say okay.
Okay.
But you talking like okay, because that's I
on,
got
bro.
so much because like I grew up on.
I know.
I grew up on a lot of NWA and shit too.
What was the album that you were like, oh, that's for me? Like hip hop is my thing.
I could say Too Short.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
I guess I would say like some real East Coast, like some real hip hop shit. I mean, I used to break dance. You gotta remember break dance.
Yes, sir. Spray painting, me too.
I would say honestly like Ultra Magnetic MC.
Yeah.
like,
Ultramagnetic.
Yeah.
I would put them. I would say Gangstar. Honestly, it would probably be. Man, I don't know, bro. I've been around.
Well, you know what? I'm glad. You know what?
It's just so hard for me, bro. Like,
No, it's not hard.
It is hard.
Gentlemen, sir. But you just named all the classics. Those
Like,
are the ones
I
you're
can
supposed to
keep
name.
going, bro.
I
Like,
know, no, but
I
you
can
name
keep
NWA, Dream, Gangstar,
Hey,
Short.
I
Like
could- and
that's all the
this
shit
is
we
not-
all.
This is not to talk shit or kiss ass Spider, but I could say the Bums. 'Cause when the Bums in like 93,
Life and
94.
Time.
I remember.
Come
you were
on,
saying that. Yeah.
Shout out to D-Wise.
Shout out to D-Wise. We gotta get
D-Wise
you
was
back
so
on
dope
your
when he came
D-Wise.
through.
Come back,
That's my
D-Wise,
dude
because the
right
last
there.
time we recorded it fucked up. So come back.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna get him back here. I'll get him back. I'll get
So
him
I
back.
mean, I could say, I mean, God, I don't know, man. I could go on. I could say Dr. Dre. I mean, I could say like all the real
Let me
shit,
ride.
but on some like real underground shit.
Yeah.
Or who was the homie?
I
Like,
would
did
say,
you have a
like,
homie?
organized confusion.
The albums
Okay.
your name on are the
Organized
ones though,
Confusion
bro.
is probably like-
You know what? I
That's a good
totally
one.
respect.
That's probably the one because I used to break dance to
I
it.
totally respect the fact that all the shit you name on the super underground. Okay, come on.
But I would say Rakim. Honestly, okay,
Honest-
Rakim.
What,
Rakim.
Rakim was the one.
Rakim.
what
Alright.
did you have a hip hop homie? Like somebody
Yeah.
that you looked up to that
Well,
was
my
like,
mom
yeah,
and then
yeah.
my cousin. Yes,
Okay.
my cousin, big shout,
Spy.
Daniel.
Okay.
Yeah.
My cousin Dan, he's 4 years older than me.
Yep.
So he was, older than me.
What's the album for you, Spy?
And
What?
he was
Album
in
for
hip hop like me, like all his life, because just my family in general has like been around hip hop.
Of
like,
course.
My grandfather was born and raised in Oakland, Puerto Rican dude. You know what I mean? Had like 5 daughters, no boys. You know what I mean? 5 daughters. I don't know how he did that shit. But so like my family's always been around music. Like I know all the soul and funk. Like I grew up on that
for sure,
shit.
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like
That's
my
why I
family don't
respect
speak
totally.
Spanish, you know
I
what
totally
mean?
respect the
I
names
grew
you
up on that
dropped.
shit.
Was okay and Gangstar. That shit's underground.
Oh man, like I
That's-
can
in
go.
the '80s, that shit wasn't on the radio. That's strictly okay.
I mean,
Was
then
not
I
on the
can say,
radio.
honestly, I mean, okay, as a b-boy, like, but really, of course, I would say like Beach Street and Wild Style.
Yeah, come on, those are
I
amazing
seen both of
movies.
those at a
Of
young
course,
age.
of course.
I seen
course.
both of those at like what 4 or 5 years old, 6 years old.
Yeah.
By the time I was 7, 8, I understand what Beach Street and Wild Style was, and like that's it. That's it.
Spy, what about you, bro? What was the album for you that did it for you?
Doggy Style.
Yeah,
I'll tell you the story.
Nice.
That's how I kind of feel about Dre, cause like I remember like the
Let
first real
me
shit I
ride.
can remember in my head.
Yeah.
In my head, even before the NWA, I don't remember so much of it, but I know I listened to it because my cousin had all those albums. You know?
So I'll tell-
but Dr. Dre's The Chronic, that like
The Chronic too was what.
that was it.
actually
I
the
remember that in my
Chronic
head.
was
When it
amazing.
came out,
Chronic was
all the
amazing.
OGs were drinking outside, smoking weed, listening to that. That was it. Like, oh shit.
So my mom had the Chronic, and we would drive. She would drive in Laguna Niguel, which is a like uppity, upper class neighborhood in Yorba Linda. And it's funny. My childhood is like, or in Laguna, my childhood is like what Dave Chappelle had described in that last comedy, where he was saying he was like the poorest black dude in the white
In
neighborhood.
the richest neighborhood. Yeah.
So that was me.
No,
that was totally me.
My
He's talking
parents made enough for us to be the poorest
Yes.
family in the richest
Yes,
neighborhood.
that
Yeah.
shit was me, bro.
Hey, that's what I want to be though. I ain't tripping.
No,
I
I
wanna
was.
be
It
the
was.
poorest
It was
guy in
an
the
interesting
richest neighborhood.
lifestyle. I mean, it did help out, but what was I getting with that? Okay, so my mom used to bump the Chronic going through Laguna Niguel, which was like a really uppity neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then when my cousin brought over Doggy Style, right?
Like that
He was like, Doggy Style, Doggy Style. I was like, what's Doggy Style? He was like, hey, and my cousin used to pump me. My cousin Chris, God bless, he died. He passed away some time ago. But anyways, he was like, Doggy Style, go. And I was like, what's that? He's like, go ask your mom. I'm like,
Oh shit!
okay,
He set
whatever.
you up.
Yeah, he set me up, right? So,
Yeah.
and this was at my uncle's house. And my uncle's real big. My uncle's like motorcycle size, big black motorcycle. Like 6'9" and shit. And so I go, hey, Mom, hey, Chris told me to ask you what Doggy Style was. And my mom goes, Michael?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Boy, we was in trouble. And all I remember is Uncle Michael picking me up. But I never forget that album because we played the whole album. And then I asked that question. And I got in a lot of trouble for playing that album, or for that album. But I loved it so much. Like, I got that album. And I just hid it from my mom because, you know, it was...
Yeah.
It had already been tarnished. But yeah.
You know the album for me,
Doggy
right?
Well, let's hear it, Adrian Scott.
I just had to
Shout
set
out
you guys
Doug
up.
Soup.
Thank you, bro.
Every Wednesday, Saturday.
Every Wednesday,
8
Saturday, 8
p.m.
to
on
10. Thank you,
YouTube.
Mace.
Go subscribe. to
Mace, I love your round table though. This
Go
beef though,
subscribe.
bro. I love it. It's
We up
so.
in here, man.
You know what?
Round table, baby. You're always welcome here. You know
Thank you,
that.
but you know what?
Right.
What it is because we just did a soup last night.
Yeah.
We just did
how
a
was
soup
it last
night. It was
night?
cool. I mean, another night.
Yeah.
8 to 10 Saturdays and Wednesdays. You know we
4th of
do.
July, whatever.
5 years in and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Criminal Minded was for me.
Nice.
Like because in my house, hip hop was real in my house. Like Saturday mornings, we're cleaning up. My mom was playing the breaks and shit. These are the breaks. Sugar Hill Gang.
See, I was gonna say, okay. For you, for you, I would say you got lucky because back in the
that was
80s,
the original.
they would play that
That was the
shit
shit.
on TV.
Well,
You
yeah,
know what
on
I mean?
TV. So we had like Cowboy and like all that old shit. Furious 5. You know all that old school shit. Run DMC. And Mom's was like cool because as long as we kept our grades up, we could play it in the house, especially on cleanup day. Saturday, we're playing 2 Live Crew. My mom actually liked 2 Live Crew. She heard the beat. But my mom was me so horny. I used to be like, Mom, don't sing the hook. Like, that shit freaking me out. Like, she's so horny. We love you all
You know what
I
it
used to
is.
be
The
like, my
round
mom,
table.
like, I know, get it.
Talking for real.
So for real, right? And those so Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight was a cool song. It was on the radio. It was the rap song of the day, and it was cool. Like everyone played it. It was so popular.
You know what? Big shout out because I was gonna say that when Jeff forgot.
It was so popular.
My mom played that all the time.
Doing halftime of the basketball games doing school.
They're
playing our halftime. Motherfuckers dancing in the crowd and shit. And
never go wrong.
Never go. So Rapper's Delight was cool, but then I was a working kid. I 17, 18. I had a job at the flea market working. So I had like my money right. And as I'm sweeping the floors, I walk by the bootleg tape guy. And I'm like, hey, fuck it. Like, what you got? He's like 5, 1 for 5 or 5 for 20. And I'm fresh dressed. I got dubs. Nigga, here's a dub. I'm pulling up LL Cool J, radio. I'm pulling up. But like before I started spending a bundle, I had $5, and the first $5 I spent on was Criminal Minded.
Shit, that's how the fuck are you
Terrence
going wrong
One.
there? That's the one.
And And Criminal Minded.
God, you about Criminal Minded on tape?
Tape. Oh my God. That like
that's like hitting the jackpot. Bring.
Sugar Hill Gang, Curtis Blow, and all these other songs were cool, and they were cool for the house.
But that was like the real shit.
Yeah, Criminal Minded was like
that's the real.
That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my shit. Yeah, KRS One. And to then I followed KRS-One because he went from gangster to teacher.
Yeah, he switched it up a little bit.
Yeah, like to go from gangster,
he grew older,
and
that's what it is, maturity. That's all it
yeah,
really
and
is.
so and
Most
then
good rappers do that. You know
and,
what I mean?
so that's a great segue.
Dumb, just like most human adults do. You know what I mean? Start off young and you progress. That's part of life. You know what I mean? It's supposed to progress, right? You know?
Yeah.
That's a great segue. On some progression.
It's supposed to progress.
From where you started at rapping, what age were you when you put your first CD out?
Ooh, there we go.
How many CDs has it been, and where you at now?
I was putting CDs out when I was in high school. When I was in that was like one of the
So
few.
like, when was your first one?
My freshman year, yeah, freshman
How
year.
did you put it
15,
together?
14?
How did you on the cassette tape?
I had my CD. You know, I was burning CDs from my CD burner, and I had like a little CD stomper from like Best Buy or from Office Max. You know, it came with the little label, so you could print your little label on it. And I was doing that, and I was selling those CDs. So I put out a couple each year. It's pretty much been like the same. I pretty much haven't missed a beat. You know what I mean? But like since, you know, but you'll have to go like ask like that's been since 2000, 2001. But you know for that shit you'll have to go talk to my high school friends or whatever. Like I won't touch that shit now.
So okay, but all right. So lyrically, like from where you were there and now, do you see it? I mean, there's definitely evolution, but like, what's important for you to rap about now?
I mean, now it's just like, that's a good question. You know, back then it was just it's experimentation. That's what it was.
Just fucking around.
It's just all experimentation, finding your voice.
Finding yourself.
You know, I was finding my voice. So, you know, I would put some shit out back then too, and there would be, you know, I'd have people who liked it, and then I also have people who would buy it just to talk shit about it too. Yep. But I would take the criticism of what they said too, because they might be like, oh, like, you know, your flow was not tight, and I'll even though they might dress it up a little mean, you know, they might be like, man, you're a faggot because you can't ride that beat right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'd be like, okay, I'll leave out the faggot part, but I'm gonna go back in. Right. You know, it was high school, right? But no, it's just all about finding my voice and you know, finding my style. It's like they say, like you got to, you know. And back then, like my favorite fucking rapper was Eminem and Jay-Z and fucking Nas and shit, you know. And then once I got out of high school, that's really when my brain started opening up to like underground shit and really going back into the roots. Like I started just. That's
crazy. Cause I grew up on like both worlds. So like,
I
grew up with a lot of gangsta shit. I grew up with a lot of.
Well, the gangsta shit too, though. Like that was a big thing too, because like that was
for me. I would say would have been Brother Lynch's 24 Deep, which is like 1992. All that album is all sample break loops from the 80s.
Like
it's dope. And X-Rated, Psychoactive. That fucking album too. That's a dope album. I mean, I grew up on all that gangster shit too. So, I mean, man, there's a lot of albums. You know what I mean? There's a lot
hell yeah.
That's why I said Too Short would have been because my mom was listening.
Yeah, of course.
Man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I mean, even on that sample shit, I mean, if you want to give a nod, Compton Most Wanted was crazy. Straight checking them. Come on, man. That's still is Compton Most Wanted first shit. Like Compton Most Wanted first and second music to drive by, mad samples. Shit on the gangster. I mean, you know what? You can't avoid that gangster shit being in the West Coast, bro.
No, not at all. I mean, especially
even if you wasn't with it. I mean, like even
when I was
if
in high school,
where I grew up, all my friends were into hip hop.
Yeah.
But all their brothers were gangbangers. Like I ain't gonna lie. Every black person I grew up with, everybody was Crips. All the brothers were Crips. They're from the North Side, gangster Crip all day. So I listened to all that shit. We heard it every day in the living room. That shit was go. We'd be playing Nintendo or something. Brother Lynch is in the background, you know what I mean? Like all day.
Then
I grew up on all that shit.
By the time I was getting out of high school, it was all about the hyphy music too. So like Federation would come to our high school, so that influenced me too, you know, for sure. But
I grew up on a lot of that shit too.
That's so raw. I'm getting caught up in your music.
So you said
no, Father Down was my shit. Father Down was my shit.
That beat
out of all of the Dangerous crew, Short and all them, I love Father
Dom
Dom.
was dope.
Like Father Dom was my dude. Like
That song,
and when
I love
Father Dom
that
stopped
one
rapping,
song, it's got me. Like,
when Father Dom stopped rapping, I was just like, oh, that shit kind of broke my heart. I was just like, I used to buy the Dangerous Cruise shit for
yeah,
Father
yeah,
Dom.
yeah, yeah.
Like Short was cool, but I wanted to hear Father
That's
Dom.
what my dad was like, bro. I used to go buy Coke. They used to be at Royal Park.
Yeah.
It'd be
That's
at
town
the
shit.
PZ. I go there, give me a little bag, and he'd be hustling
Be out
CDs.
there,
Like,
yeah,
all right.
yeah, hey, get it.
He's
hey.
like, here, let me give this white boy a tape. My dad'd be like, I'll take
Hey,
it.
fuck it, yeah.
Bumping that shit home. Got a ball. Like,
All right, so here's a conversation off of that segue. You know, after doing Duck Soup the Show Wednesday and Saturdays 8 to 10 for 5 years,
subscribe,
I got the
Duck
whole
Soup.
idea. My mind just jing with questions. But when you say the whole, your pops was passing the CDs over to Rand. Okay, he got the Father Don was passing your father CDs on the midst of selling tapes. True. And
This is
making a
I'm
new
talking in the
connect.
80s, in the
That
80s.
was the 80s. So here it is, 2020. When you pass out your music to randoms?
I don't.
I mean, when
I
they
would
buy
say
it,
nowadays it's a little different.
when they check for, when people check
It's a
for your
little
music,
different. A little
when
different
people
now.
check for your music,
Mm-hmm.
do they listen to it
Beat's kinda
and
hard,
walk
yeah.
away like I didn't know you were so
I don't know.
prolific? What's the one? Prolific. When people listen to your music, do they come away from it looking at you with a new eye?
I think
At you yourself.
some people do. I think some people do, and I think some people like they're still wrapping their heads around it. You know what I mean?
Bro,
there's some people that are still wrapping their heads
You're like,
around
whoa,
it,
really?
Yeah, or they're not sure. You know what I mean? Because like at the same time, it's not. You know, I do my own thing. It's not like.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think
yeah.
the- I
no,
think
I
the-
definitely always.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
think
Like-
that
like-
the general
I've always
person.
said that about Gigio.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely his own
Okay.
lane.
Here's a.
And-
Can I paint a
and-
scenario?
and there's a lot of people too, like if they're not able to put you in a category, then they kind of have a hard time. Like, damn, like I can't put you in a category, so I don't know if I like it yet. You know what I mean? Because that,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
So I think
yeah.
there's a lot of people like that too. But
Okay, so here's a scenario. Like, you go in the booth with somebody, and they're like the rapper look, and they're trying to be like super thugged out and shit.
Mhm.
And you're on your calm demeanor, you know, suave G, right? Do they go in there thinking like you're easy 16? Like,
I don't know.
come on.
Honestly, I don't know because I don't put myself in those kind of predicaments. Honestly, like I'm kind of. I used to when I was like, you know, when you're like again, like when I'm in my early 20s, I'm a kid. I'm trying to work with hella people. Like
Yeah.
I put myself in a lot of situations like that.
You
But
eat
now
the dude
like
up.
I'm never
Yeah.
in those kind of situations
Yeah.
anymore. Like I'm working with people who like I want to work with, that I respect.
Well,
I
they're
mean.
just more free spirit.
Yeah.
It's like they're not tripping off that.
But I do love it when I'm like, you know, like let's say if I'm doing a show, right, and there's
shock people.
yeah, I do love that when I'm able to do
part of
that,
it.
where there's
That's
people who
part of the
like,
fun.
oh, I didn't know dude was gonna do that. Like I love
Yeah.
that, you know,
No,
for
I mean-
sure.
Look
Yeah.
at me, yeah. Look at me. Look at me, yeah. This guy's a DJ. Get the fuck out of here. He's a fucking drug dealer.
That disclaimer, let's take that off a record. The last 5 seconds, do not play. Please erase the last 7 seconds of the
No,
podcast.
so you know what I'm saying.
Once again, please erase the last 10 seconds of the podcast. Yeah, that's all good, though.
But I mean, that's kind of the you know, that's kind of the fun part, you know,
Yeah,
is when
yeah,
you
no,
get to
that's-
surprise
that's
people.
it,
It's like
yeah.
it's like, you know, like we all get to, because everybody
That's part of the.
yeah, it's kind of like.
I guess part of the goal, right? Like, yeah, the shock and awe. Like,
But everybody's always trying to figure everybody else out.
yeah.
You know, everybody's always trying to figure. We're always trying to figure each other out. We're always trying to figure out.
Well, everyone's
we're-
stereotypes is what it kind of comes down to. What you're saying, yeah.
And I guess like, you know, it can make maybe like the average person feel safe when they know they can put you somewhere on the shelf, like, oh yeah, like boom,
Yeah.
this is this kind of person and that.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
We're always scared of things they don't know. Yeah.
but instead of letting it like you know, debilitate you when you have fun with it, you know what I mean? That's
Let it
just it's just like
run its course and play out. Yeah.
right, because who can help it, right? You can't help but be you, right? I
Yep.
can't help but be me too.
But
You know what I'm saying?
The real motherfucker would say, "That's all I ask." Like, be you. Like I say, I'm friends with all the bad people that some people call the bad people. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't see him as that. You know what I mean? That's because you want him to be something else than what he's not. He's an asshole. Oh well, that's my asshole. That's my dude. I don't give a fuck. That's what he is. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know what people are, and you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like you say, you know who to work with now. You know what I mean? You just got to know who people are and shit. And it's just a lot of times, to me, I think people, you know, they want everyone to be what they want them to be. You know what I mean? Like,
be put in the
let
box.
people be themselves. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But you gotta have fun with
that's
it.
all I ask is be yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm gonna be. Is I'm gonna be myself. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
if I don't like who you are, that's all right. Cool. We ain't gotta be best friends. You know what I mean? It's all good. Nothing
Spell
wrong
my
with
name
that.
right.
You know what I mean? Life keeps going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all.
Get my
Just
name right,
respect
man.
and whatever.
Yeah.
Just spell your name right.
Spell my name
That's
right.
it.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's the easy request, right? I like that.
Spell my name right. You know what I'm saying?
Age Scott,
Age
Age
Skizzle.
Zilla.
Hey,
Cheer.
we up in, you know, this is the round table on the late night. We up in here every Friday night, 8 p.m. on YouTube. Cut It Up Music. Go subscribe.
Gee,
We up
man,
in
how
here.
could a brother get a verse from you? Like, I'm kind of
Uh-oh.
knee deep.
That's
I know.
right.
Let
I
me holler.
need a verse.
Let me holler. So I'm kind of knee deep in some new shit. I'm
know what it
recording
is.
myself right now. It's kind of like all the stuff that's going on in the world today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like, you know, I'm feeling a certain way, so I want to like get my frustrations off
Good.
through the music.
You should, as you should be doing.
Thank
exactly
you, sir.
that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, boss. So I'm like,
Sure.
this is almost like some politically charged age right now. So I'm recording, and I'm like, please check out on YouTube. I recorded a song called Ludo's Anthem.
Check it out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ludo's
Check it
Anthem.
out.
It's
What's it called?
Ludo's Anthem.
Oh, Looter's Anthem. Okay.
Yeah. Like, so the concept is, wow, like it's so much going on. People are upset. If you're gonna burn down something, don't burn down Mrs. Johnson's store. Burn down Target. You know what I'm saying, like, burn down Starbucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't burn down Mrs. Chan's store. Like, seriously, like that's what I'm going. Like.
We up
And,
in here. You know what it is. The round table.
I'm good.
I'm
dude.
recording
I
at the house.
I gotta work.
My lab is in
My bad,
Martinez.
I appreciate
I don't know,
it.
but
I still have
I'm
my
good.
other
I'm
one.
good.
Look,
Thank
I
you,
have
though.
to be smooth.
Yeah, we still gotta drive too. But thank you.
More for me.
But
Dude,
how can a brother get? I mean, I know. Do you just work?
All you got to do is give me a time and a place, bro. It's all good. I'm there.
I love that beat.
You know what I mean? Just time and a place. I rock with age anytime. You know what I mean?
Boy,
Like, no, for
Okay.
real.
Thank you, G.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Time and a place. That's
yeah,
it.
I'm about to be hitting you up. I got like this one bit I got to lace up, but let me finish it and I'll get at you on your Facebook. Seriously, bro.
Yeah, please
Really,
do.
seriously,
Please
bro.
do. We got to do
Seriously.
it. We got to
Yeah,
do
seriously.
it.
So okay. So back on the
Yeah,
topic.
back to the topic or whatever.
Yeah, no, I just really like handle business. Thank you, G.
No,
No, but
it's
anyway,
all good.
no, but
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
back to the
It's a round
topic.
table, baby.
Oh yeah, it is round table. What up? Topics of environment, like it is 2020, and there is things going on in the world today. Like, are you feeling a certain? How I know you spit a conscious level anyway, but do you ever like feel responsibility to like speak about the shit that's going on right now? Like, do you see the shit going on and like?
I feel a responsibility. Like, all right, it's all about inspiration is one. You know, I got to feel inspired, you know, and then also I got to feel like I have something original to add to the topic, because to me, it's like, it's all about, you know, for me, what I would say to anybody, it doesn't matter if you rap or whatever kind of life you live, you know what I mean? Even if you, if, you know, I'm just about like, you make sure you're saying what you would say and you're using your own voice and you're not just hopping on the bandwagon and you're not just repeating things that you hear, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all about finding your own voice, finding what is your thought, what has your life taught you, you know what I mean? Because everybody's life has taught them something different. So it's like, what has your life really taught you? What do you really know about life from your perspective? And you know, what is it that you really what do you really have to say? So that's where I'm coming from. I'm like, you know, I'm only going to say something if it's true to me. But like, if it's just the preacher preaching to the choir, then it's like, it's redundant, because it's like, you know, especially if I'm talking about making art or music, it's like, okay, but there's 100 songs saying that same one message and everybody's just saying it again in their own way. Like, I'm only going to add to the conversation if I actually had something to say or add on to it. But like, if I'm just going to say the same thing that somebody else is saying, like, why waste the air? You know what I mean?
Who's your favorite visual artist? Let me switch gears, because you know,
My favorite artist?
visual on some drawing. Like, who's your favorite artist?
Oh man,
Or who's some of your favorite?
Well, you know, as a kid, I've been inspired by. I mean, my number one favorite thing I was inspired by is like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the cartoons, and then as that turned into, you know, the movies, you know, the live action movies. I love that, and then you know, I love the Looney Tunes. That's my second. That's my second one. After that is like the Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and all that. And then just cartoon. The cartoons just keep growing from there. You know, just it for me. It started with cartoons. You know, I mean, I get into comics too, but it's actual cartoons, you know. And so it's the cartoons I watched as a kid.
Bugs Bunny's the shit, especially.
I love Bugs Bunny. Yeah, the old school shit, man. Just good comedy.
Ren and Stimpy was my favorite cartoon.
I watched Ren and Stimpy a lot too as a kid. I used to draw them.
I wasn't big on that one. I think.
What's your favorite cartoon then, bro? Big shout out to
honestly, let's be honest. Honestly, if I could think back, like let's talk.
Sen'or the Barbarian. Sen'or.
DuckTales. I used to like DuckTales was my shit. I used to like all that shit. DuckTales was good. What else did they used to play?
DuckTales was dope.
I mean, like X-Men for sure.
X-Men was hard.
Y'all, what up with Thunder?
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe was amazing.
My cousin watched that all day with me. Like G.I. Joe was a shit.
Yo,
Thundercats.
But wasn't the beginning of Thunder when the meteor goes by the planet, it takes the electric field? That was some fucked up shit for a cartoon.
Transformers.
That was some fucked up shit. Yeah.
What else?
You remember that shit, right?
Which one was it?
Thunder the Barbarian.
Nah.
Like Thunder. It
That's
like a
late
Wookiee.
80s, yeah,
Late
that's
80s.
like before my time.
Oh
too,
my
man.
god.
My cousin probably
my
knows
age.
about
I'm
it,
my
not
age.
me.
I'm sorry.
Nah, no apologies. No apologies.
Fuck it. What else?
What else? I mean,
Well, okay.
cartoon.
Onto cartoon. Hold up. Did y'all actually?
I'm not big on
Did
cartoons.
y'all
so-
actually go see Transformers the movie, the old cartoon in the theaters?
No. That was probably before my time too.
That was amazing.
Or you know what? I
remember.
just, as a kid,
I don't remember.
just all about the Ninja Turtles, like from the '80s,
Yeah.
the shit that hit me, you know, because I was born in '87, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, I was born in '87, but I carried that Ninja Turtle shit with me, like, you know, that shit
God,
hit
yeah.
really
You
hard.
have no
So-
idea, bro. You have no idea how
Yeah.
much I watched that.
You know that ooze that supposedly came
I had
down
the
the
cereal
sewer?
bowl every day.
Yeah.
I ate the cereal
Yo.
bowl for years, nigga. Come on, let's talk.
That ooze that
I had Cocoa Pebbles in the motherfucking turtle cereal every morning.
that ooze
Get outta here.
that
Sorry,
ooze
sorry.
the ooze that came dripping down the sewer that
Yeah,
got
yeah.
into the turtles. That was supposed to be the ooze from the Daredevil.
What?
Yeah, that was
okay,
supposed to be
okay.
like the origin of Daredevil was he gets hit by a ooze from a truck.
Yeah.
And he like gives him senses, but the ooze hits the street and dripples into the streets and down to the sewers, and then they get some of it.
Yeah.
That's how they become ninjas.
That's tight. I love it when they combine the little worlds. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Little Batman and Ninja Turtle
Big
comics.
shout out
too.
to Moon Knight. Hopefully Moon Knight gets a television show soon. I'm super juiced. That's one of my favorite comic
Black
books.
Panther 2 coming out.
Black Panther, yeah,
Fuck,
Black
come on
Panther was
now.
cool. Yeah,
You're
that was
waiting
dope.
forever?
Yeah, I'm waiting forever.
Wait forever for that shit. Yeah, I'm waiting for their
Man,
series
all
to
that
go
stuff
back
is gonna be on
on.
hiatus for a minute.
No,
Yeah, I'm waiting for Candyman. What the fuck?
Ooh, wasn't
Yeah,
who was
Candyman was
that?
supposed to
Who was
be out.
play?
Jordan Peele's Candyman was supposed to be out, and it got thrown off because of the corona. It's not on
I
iTunes.
don't know,
It's
though.
not.
Candyman, they should do. I don't know.
Man, it's already done. G. Jordan Peele did it.
I know, but the original Candyman is Candyman.
Yeah,
That
Candyman's
actor's
amazing.
hella